What's going on, world? It's your boy. We got the levels. We good? I almost feel like every show we should
Just give a quick
start off like Biggie and Victory. Turn my headphones up. The mic is loud, but the volume's not.
Yeah, everything. Someone would have said they got about a 15-second delay.
I got made to feel old yesterday. So everybody want to check out some good college football talk that has nothing to do with Florida State or anything. Check out the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. We did it live. It was cool. I think we're gonna start doing it live on our channel. They recorded on theirs. My hair is wild right now because I'm actually getting a retwist here in a second. Oh shit. Yeah, David. I'll get that. I'll mail that. Oh, are you coming? Are you gonna be at the game Saturday? If you're not gonna be at the game Saturday, let me know. I'll go ahead and I'll drop that thing in the mail Thursday, David. My bad. If you're gonna be at the game Saturday, I'll just make sure I have some on me on Saturday. I'll be there. Also today we're gonna be giving away tickets too. So if you want to go to the Memphis game at noon and you're watching the channel right now, for my whites, you got until like 30 minutes into the show. My coloreds, y'all can do whatever you need to do. If you want to add some stuff to your add an extra name or add extra value, $2. That can get you a little bit extra, get you an extra name. And Rob, I probably did do it again though. Like send me a message again with the DM because I get a lot of random DMs. In particular this time of year, like some people like send me wild shit. And some of it's good, some of it's bad. None of it's ever sliding in my DMs. It's always asking for something or somebody completely misunderstanding my point on a view and deciding that they want to tell me exactly how they feel about me, which is cool. Which is cool. Have no problems with any of that. But so just give me a little bump there. Yeah, Frankie died. It's a sad time, man. Cookouts. And it's raining here. I don't know where it's like everywhere else. But you know, it's sad. I don't want that. I want that though. We got to we're gonna keep using that pack the hard rock. But yeah, we'll talk about Frankie Beverly. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no clue what Frankie Beverly looks like. I just know his music. And his music makes me happy. I don't know, like, but not like happy like for real, but just like that. Like it feels like black memories. Like every time that you like think about your childhood, like a barbecue or something like that, it should be like Frankie Beverly. And that's one of those people that I really wish I would have got a chance to hear live. But never. Like, you know, when people say, why would you go to a concert where you can just play the music? Like, but no, not these people. These people got funky. I know what funk means now. When you like listen to certain music compared to what it is now, it means like they were playing so good that the room just stank. Like you can look at their faces. Like if you want to know what a good funky session sounded like, look up Marvin Gaye. I Want You. When they were in there like doing a sound session, this motherfucker voice was so strong. He's laying down, singing, and it sounds powerful. And it's a great song. But you see the drummer and everybody, the musicians, the guitar, they all got their nose crunched up like somebody just ripped out a massive fart. That's what that music is like, but it's not like a bad smell. It's like a good smell. I don't really know if that makes sense, but like, you know, I'm just thinking like golden time of day, happy feeling, we are one, joy and pain. Like it's just they got hit after hit. Well, I think that they're hits. I don't know if they sold anything. I just know I know all these damn songs. And they might not have, but you know, what's it? And then Miles just brought up how good the instruments were. Yeah, but yeah, it's what's going on?
Can you move it? Home Depot's coming with a deck order of like.
Gotcha.
I'm
All
sorry.
right. No, it's all good. Got a beauty of live shows. But yeah, man, just Frankie Beverly and them, just a sad time, man. Like it's people dying that's never died before, to quote Mr. Brown. But it's sad when people actually contributed something to society. Because you're like, when are we gonna get this again? And I can't even do a tribute like I want to. You know why? Because the motherfucking in death will demonetize my show. Well, technically not him, the people who own the right. And that's even weirder. Like you created this music on a label, so you don't even necessarily own the rights to your own music. So, but now the live shows, what they can do with the guitar, what they can do with the instruments are always better. So we don't have Miles, but for those who don't know, this is Big M's BS, part of Did Media Group, presented by alphacliniconline.com. We cannot make you live forever, but we can help you live long. Now, I can't even help you necessarily live longer. I can't predict that. We can't help you live a more fruitful and fulfilling life while you're here. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. They die every day. Why not be a strong individual and not have to die every day and just be vibing? Just be vibing. Do all these different things, man. Get your health up. That's the most important thing coming into the rest of this 2024 season, because life is stressful. It's stressful for a Jags fan and a FSU fan in this current state of times. But right now, actually, Jaden, do we have like the research for Miami fans, so that I don't want Miami fans to stop being Miami fans. I need them to continue that, but do we have, for research purposes? And this is I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the alpha. This is a alpha mindset. It doesn't matter how many times you lose, you still win. But okay, while he's looking that up, we'll click on the Pack Hard Rock. This is actually Pack Hard Rock is what got those guys there, but we don't want to show that. But this is what you need to. This is what they need to continue to do at the University of Miami with alphacliniconline.com. Check this out. I just no better slogan than that. No better slogan than Pack Hard Rock. Like, that had to be on accident, right? They didn't do that on purpose.
They know what they're doing. On purpose. Yeah.
You think so?
There's a younger guy who put that.
Because my son's school sent something to me, and it's like they don't realize it, but they have it's like hold on, let me see if I can find it. But the thing was ass. Like, not the school is ass, but it was like ASS, and the word stood for something. And I'm like, do they realize that the acronym is ass? Like, I don't know if that's what they meant.
Someone
did. Even on the elementary school side? That's funny. But you know what he was doing with that. All right, well, Pack Hard Rock. If you want to Pack Hard Rock, alphacliniconline.com. Let's get to some of the other housekeeping things. Mandarin University needs you guys to go and continue to subscribe to the different channels to help us grow. Did Media Group is at 6,195. So football season always brings a little bit of growth. So we're close to 6,200. Once we get to 7,000 subs. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up, dog? You on air, but what's good?
Oh, you on air?
Well, I mean, yeah, what's up? You called, it must be important.
No, it's all right. You can call me back.
I mean, is it about sports or is it about people?
It's about life, but I mean, we can talk about sports if you want to.
Oh, I mean, is it about you got Vashti to finally like let me play our love song, Return of the Mac?
Listen, at this point, she just needs to embrace it as her theme song. Like, I would have given I'm so mad that I was asleep on the job. Like last off season on Back Together Saturday. Why did it come on as soon as she was walking into the freaking stadium?
Every time she's around, it's like there.
It was timed perfectly because that's her theme song. She's running away from her destiny, and she just needs to accept it.
That's what I be telling her when I tell her, let me play her for a game of one-on-one for her heart.
Goodbye, James.
Like, stop running away from your destiny, man. Give me a kid. I don't want nothing else from her. I just want a kid.
You're absolutely insane.
She has entirely too many good genes to be out here
She has
childless.
the genetics. Yeah, she does.
I'm like, dog,
She
you're
has
talking.
height.
I'm saying, like, why are you doing this? Let's do that to Return of the Mac. And I promise, I'll hit you back.
That's a quick way for her to be like, absolutely DF not.
Yeah.
Put Return of the Mac. If Return of the Mac is part of the proposal, the answer is automatic no.
Set
But
the
she
mood.
does need to stop running from her destiny. Like that's her destiny.
That's it, man. But all right, I'm gonna hit you back when I get done recording. All right. For those who don't know, that was Sheena. That was Nashina Quick. Damn, what were we talking about? Oh, Mandarin U. Go like Mandarin U. Need y'all to do that. Once we get to 1,000 subs, we'll start streaming games. We'll do memberships and all kinds of other shit. But if nothing else, just go click like on the reels and all the other stuff. That's going up pretty good. What else we got on here for the housekeeping? We already talked about them enough. We got Frankie Beverly. All right, you got the stuff, Jaden?
Yeah, I got two pictures.
All right, we just use one of the things I love to do is continuations. So we like to check stuff out here. So continuation of again, right now, Miami is the best team in the state. Clearly the best team in the state. But I don't want you to become prisoners of the moment. What was Miami fans talking about this time last year? It's very interesting. It's like crazy when you could just what social media has allowed us to be able to do. You can find your thoughts from a year ago. You can find your thought from 3 years ago. You can find as long as you're on social media, you can find your thoughts from 10 years ago. And what were they saying about the quarterback situation just a year ago? There we go. We got to blow that up a little bit. All right. So does that say, or just you, because again, my eyes are good, but these new eyes are good, but they're not that good. Just read out what that says to us.
It says Miami takes down number 23 Texas A&M.
Okay.
And Tyler Van Dyke had 374 pass yards and 5 touchdowns.
That motherfucker was spinning it.
And
yeah,
then
how many? Wait a minute. Read that again.
He had 374 pass yards and 5 touchdowns.
374.
And then
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, 5 tutties.
That's a lot. It's a hell of a game right there.
And then this is the comment that was getting me. It said, Canes, this is not the team of the past few years. This is more like the team of the past few decades. Let's go, Canes.
All right. That's crazy, right? Like, read that again. Can we put that on the Summer Jam stream? Like, it's a new day. It's a new day for Canes fans. A year ago.
This is not the team of the past few years. Quote, this is more like the team of the past few decades. Wow.
So could you read that stat line again against a Texas A&M team that had multiple multiple top recruiting classes, was ranked. Miami came in unranked with no hype. So read the stat line again for TVD.
TVD had 374 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Okay. Does it say his completion and attempts?
No, it just says his pass yards, but I can look it up on ESPN right quick.
Well, that's no problem. 5 touchdowns, 374 yards. No interceptions? Does it say any interceptions?
It said no interceptions.
No interceptions. Okay. Would you take that or 385, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception? To me, I'm not saying either one of them are bad. All I'm saying is we might be premature. We might be, because sometimes if you deal with premature ejaculation, you do. Those are issues that can be cleaned up by a clinic, Alpha Clinic in particular. Right now, let's not be premature. That's all. Mandy, hit me up offline. I might be able to help you out with that, with the tickets, Mandy, for Cal. But all that being said, still congratulations to Miami. But continuations are always. Do we have any other stuff that Miami fans were saying about a year ago?
Yep, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yards don't care who get them now. Ooh, this is good right here. That's a sexy ass picture too, in all black. I like Mandarin's all black uniforms more though, but not a problem. But what's that saying right there?
This one says, sheesh, I wasn't dreaming. Tyler Van Dyke, not Dyke. Tyler Van
Ooh.
Dyke really did throw 25 of 33, 75.8% completion for 325 yards and 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the best defense in the SEC.
Ooh, Tyler Van Dimes. Not the Dyke. Van Dimes. They was giving nicknames and shit. That's dope. Like, that was oof. So a year ago, they were giving nicknames. I'm not gonna get into the Packers. This isn't History Channel, but I'm just telling you, like, it's one day it will work for you. One day it will work for you. Hold on, do we have the? Because he's my guy. I'm gonna always like him. And I love the fellowship, and I love the way Luke sell out about us, man. Luke sells out about this, but we gotta get Luke. We gotta put Luke on the Summer Jam screen. Because he's the only real Miami fan that comes in here and keeps it real. And I love him to death, right? So love him so much that I let Luke come on here and we got to give Luke his props. He did everything he said was going to happen in the game against Florida. Happened.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm about giving props when they give props. And Luke deserves that. Luke earns that. Luke comes in. He's a member. Luke donates to the book bag drive. Luke a real one. But Luke's real enough to be able to stand in the paint and take this. Do we have the stuff of Luke? And then, like with the SpongeBob, maybe hit him with a few moments later. Like Luke on 920, because Tyler Van Dyke was the man, right? All September until September 23rd. Does anybody know what happened on that day, on that fatal day? The same thing that happened to FSU in FSU in Ireland happened to Miami in Coral Gables.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, the Dyke they wanted the Dyke to get the fuck on. The pompous ass from the Big Three, the malnourished podcast, notable podcaster. Oh, my bad. October 7th. This is even worse. He gave him the whole month of you got the whole month of September. Speaking of good live bands, the Temptations would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do the Elements. Suddenly Remember. Was it Dancing in September or something like that?
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Remember. Dancing in September. That's Miami fans' theme song. September is y'all month. You know what? February is Black History Month, right? I think they're starting to do gay month too in February. I don't like that.
No.
When's the gay month?
It's in
they get
June.
June?
Yeah.
It's like seems like every other fucking whatever. I don't want the community to come after me. Bottom line is y'all can have whatever month you want. September is the month of Miami. We're gonna call it. It's actually, to be honest with you, if you're from Florida, hurricane season be really active in September. But Jeremiah C told us June is Pride month.
June is Pride month. Mm.
Oh, June. Okay.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, Brian, who's God rest his dead, big Miami fan, born during Pride month. I can't say that because my son. I can't say that because my son is born during Pride month. It has nothing to do with anything, but just it was funny. It was there. It was like low hanging fruit right there, man. Speaking of which, man, I heard one of the I'm not finna get into the debate because I didn't watch it.
Me neither.
Some of the clips, man, is fucking insane, man.
Like the dogs,
the dogs and the cats, but not the fact that Kamala is trying to she's arresting illegal immigrants to do transgender reassignment surgeries on them, and something like that. I was just like, I was like, yo, that sounds like torture, but like that's wild. Like imagine you come to America wanting freedom, you get locked up, and then they just completely swipe your gonads.
Nobody's doing that.
Yeah. Like I don't think that's
Nobody's
happening.
doing that
I'm pretty
anywhere.
sure. I'm not sure about much, but I'm pretty sure that's fucking didn't happen. But it's all good though. Do we have them? Do you have it or no?
I have the picture you texted me.
Yeah, if we don't have it, it's all good. We can put it up there later. That's it, Chip. Pride Month is in June, and then we have Juneteenth, which that just makes that's a hell of a dog whistle month for a hating ass motherfucker, boy. You got gay people and freedom.
Oh yeah, that's a little.
Ooh, that's a bit. I ain't
that's a
mad.
bad
That's a
stretch for them.
bad. Yeah, that's a tough month.
That's
That's
like
a
their
tough
winter.
month. Yeah, like all right. We don't need to just pour it all on them. Like I think you know what? I think we should do more for 4th of July. If that's the case,
Right.
like you got Pride Month, then you got you got Pride Month, then you got Juneteenth. Just another made up holiday. How many holidays do they need? They got Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa's not ours.
That's not even. I don't even know where the fuck Kwanzaa came from. Actually,
For
they're
real.
all made up holidays, but we won't
Facts.
get into that. But if we don't have Luke, we don't have to put them up there, man. I was just funning them, but we can go check out the other continuations that we have. Again, I think we hit on some really good topics around here, and we're right more often than we're wrong. So like it's just fun to like it's right there. It's fun. So a lot of my friends, and I call them friends, like social media friends, not like if I die, they'll be one of the people that get called or anything like that. But like I only got like 10 of those. But people that aren't bad people, and I'm gonna preface this because a lot of times social media is more of a persona for everybody and it's an escape than it is how they actually interact with people in a real life situation.
That's true.
And that's why I did the video for the one guy. I actually really like him. I am confused that that's the hill he wants to die on. Ironically, talking about Tyreek Hill.
I see what you did there.
They were saying like, wait till we get more information and believe that his name is Deshaun. This man is extra black.
Where does it say?
Tyreek Deshaun, like not even like,
You didn't give him a chance to be
like
anything but an
D
athlete.
apostrophe, well, not apostrophe. What do you call that shit?
Yeah,
That's apostrophe.
That's apostrophe Sean.
Yeah, it's not D-E.
Like
Let
not
me
D.E.
just show them
Sean,
this.
like or Deshaun. Like, come on, dog. But like the officer clearly just this is what happened. Cool ass car. And then if you listen to the and I think Jaden and Miles both did a good job making reels about our stuff on it. This guy saw a cool ass car. He was speeding, but he doesn't even have a real speedy. Like you got the odometer or the speedometer, whatever. Just pull the gun out and like click him.
Yeah.
He eyeballed that bitch. That's basically what he said. It's a guesstimate that he was going 60 miles per hour in a 35.
Right.
Which isn't optimal, but anybody who's been down there at any NFL stadium, but definitely that NFL stadium, you know how hard it is to go fast in stop and go traffic? Because you got to clear it.
Right.
And they detained him. And it's like, I'm fine with the detaining. I'm fine with all of the other stuff. Write me my fucking ticket and go about my business. Let me
Right.
go about my business, man.
The problems were the lack of de-escalation and then everything that happened once Tyreek got outside of the car.
But have you heard, like, there's other clips of the police officers?
Yeah, you heard his immediate reaction when he heard it was Tyreek. It was just an F-bomb. He knew he was in
And
trouble.
that's the part that's fucking me up. Like, you,
Yeah.
And he's Spanish, and that's when. And then when you start putting don't try that on me. Like he got real Cuban.
Yeah.
I'm brown too, brother. Like no, you a different brown, bro. We know how you go because you know what people put on Twitter. Them Cuban cops don't play down there. Like, bro, that's cool. He ain't got to play. You about to be fired.
Right.
Like now. Was it again? People keep asking Ty, was it worth? Yes, it was. He has a lawsuit coming. Like that man's agent is Drew Rosenhaus, who is a lawyer. Drew might do the case for him pro bono.
Yeah.
Just because he knows what the settlement's gonna be.
Drew is in full force right now. He's making all the rounds. He's on interviews. I mean, he is going hard.
Like, dog, you are about to I always want to preface this too, and this is me, free game by big game. Anybody who's doing stuff, election year is not the time to do it.
Ooh.
Because everything gets heightened a little bit more. And like it's a bad, even 4 or 5's like, it's a bad look. This is not what I meant by when I said I want to give immunity. And did you see how fat, like my man, like, and the crazy part is when you speed, right, and somebody comes by you, you immediately the first thing cops do is because I know it because you get that your heart goes right into your stomach when you see it. They go there, whoop whoop. Like you're like, shit. I know I was speeding. He didn't do that. He just hopped in the fucking motorcycle and just right behind me. Bitch, I would not, man, get the fuck out of here.
He was on a warpath. I think what's super interesting about this is it's a black and a brown guy. The brown guy gets the one up because he's a cop, but he's in the wrong. A lot of cameras. Also, the money, not just Tyreek Hill's money, not just Drew Rosenhaus, but you got Miami, the Dolphins giving out statements using words like, don't quote me on it, but like horrendous. They use strong language in their letter to the police.
Not a good look for the city.
I haven't seen Deadpool yet.
I've seen it.
But I really do because I'm a Deadpool fan. Like I like Deadpool.
It.
But more than anything, this is what almost made me cry when I watched X-Men 97. If you haven't watched that, that's too bad. I'm about to spoil it for you. I didn't want Gambit to die. Gambit's one of my favorite characters.
I can't believe they did that.
It ain't fun. Like that's the sign of a good show. Game of Thrones was good. They killed Ned Stark like few episodes in. Like that's when
crazy.
We're like, why would you do that? We like this guy, but then it's just like nobody's safe. Now you're really watching it because you know any given moment anybody can go.
Right.
But I say that to say I have seen the rounds. I don't like his impersonation of Gambit, but I do like that. I'm about to make a name for myself. That is what they're about to do to this police officer. And I'm going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Excuse me. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably going to be a little bit of good that comes out of it. They're going to, like the police officer, the police, Miami-Dade is going to have to make examples of these guys.
Right.
Because Tyreek has said, I want to come out and show how perfect interactions are. I want to show this stuff. We want to do more for the community. We want to do this. Like, they're going to look good. And again, at the end of the day, the only thing that moves is the money in America. Billionaire owner, Miami, team named after the city, star player, and the fact that Calais Campbell, who's the biggest gentle giant ever. But the fact, and then this doesn't help. And they have the officers talking about what do you want to get them on. Like, they motherfuckers huddle like referees.
Yeah.
They huddled up like referees. They're like, hey, all right. Did you have them? Like, no. I'm eyeballing. This is about 55. So you're going to get them on reckless, right? Reckless. Okay. All right. Yeah, reckless will stick. That's good. Yeah. Do you realize what's going to happen when a judge sees this?
Not to mention all the cops who aren't there, who are complaining against those cops because this is a nice paying detail that they want to keep in line.
And you know what? I don't feel sorry for any of those guys who are going to get reassigned, because all it took, one person.
Yeah.
One person. Hey, man, you doing the most right now.
Right. Slow down.
But it was 2 cops, but he got joined. The other cop was just like, hell yeah, let me get some of that knee action.
One of the cops, they identified one of the cops. His
Oh,
name
yeah.
was Danny Torres, and he's a 27-year veteran of the department.
He's also on the police union
my
board.
goodness.
And apparently he's a Bills Mafia. He's a Bills fan.
So he did that for the game this Thursday.
All he did, like, nah, so what I'm doing though right now, there is JSO. We know y'all. Hey, I like y'all. I fucks with some of y'all, but y'all known for whooping the black man's ass too. Ain't that like I get it?
Yeah.
There is a large black man who swings helmets at people that will be staying in the Jacksonville area around Everbank Field. I believe, let me look up his stats. I want to know what his actual name is because I need JSO. I'm putting this out here. We need help. We need help.
Can I share the screen of some of the pictures they got from the incident? I feel like some of these pictures are crazy.
There's a guy coming. He's 6'4", 272 pounds. About 15% body fat. He is a scary Negro by the name of Miles Lorenzo Garrett. If we can detain him, not arrest him, don't send him to the Motel Duval. But we just need him detained from the hours of about 12, maybe go push it up 11 to about 5. We just need him detained from about 11 to 5 because I don't believe the Jaguars offensive line has enough to detain them themselves. I don't need you to make him mad. I saw what happened last time. You put a big Negro down on the ground and he gave him to the game. That motherfucker started the game off with a sack. Don't need that. We need Trevor healthy. All I'm saying is, I just, if you get JSO, if you like community, back the blue, right? I'm back in the blue. Let's do our thing. Right there. That's what we need to go after. Not the dude with 2 last names because he's already confused because any man with 2 last names doesn't know what they want to do with their life. And he actually played decent, but he played like he played confused. Only women hyphenate their name. Men don't hyphenate names. Hold on, these are the picks.
Mm-hmm.
Is this gonna get me mad? Is this gonna get people oh man.
So this is Danny Torres right here. This is one of the 4 officers involved in pulling Tyreek Hill over.
So funny thing, right? And one of the thoughts I thought about the new longest yard.
There's another one.
Well,
there's like the OG
there's the
one.
OG one with
I haven't
Burt
seen that
Reynolds. Burt
one.
Reynolds is in both of them.
Yeah,
there's the OG one.
Adam Sandler was one.
And then Adam Sandler was the new one.
And Cheeseburger Eddie.
Funny story. Funny story. All of them came to a game at Florida State.
Oh,
while they were filming the movie.
Oh, really?
So they were all there. So like that big dude is like, that's a big motherfucker.
Oh, the wrestler. Wait, the
yeah.
Indian guy or the black guy?
The Indian guy.
Yeah, he was a WWE wrestler. Yeah, I used to watch him when I was a kid.
Tell me
he's like 7'1".
that guy doesn't look or sound like the Spanish guy that said he wanted to play quarterback.
Oh.
And he says, well, here, throw the ball. And he does that. And like
the great con, yeah.
He's just like, that's why you're not going to play quarterback. All of this sounded like guys that again, so this is a gross generalization, but that's what we do sometimes in life. And this is going to be fun. One of the things that we do a good job of is making light of serious situations so that we can have progressive dialogue.
You talking about the one that Dirty Mac on Tracy Morgan? That's the QB.
Yeah.
The cheerleader.
Yeah. Adam Sandler movies are great.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. This is just crazy.
Wow. That's the boy grab right there.
Yeah.
You can only use that hand with the word boy.
Like when my son gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
That's how I grab. That's a dominant grab. That's a grab of dominance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like it's dead to fuck. I'm not. here to tell you that I don't use dominance tech. I am a large Negro. We birth large Negroes in my house, in my family bloodline. You gotta put the show on them early, or they will fuck you up later on in life. The only reason my mom has control of me at this age is because she used to whip my ass. But I take that out, grab them quick by the back of the neck, and be like, "Yo, who the fuck you talking to?"
That's wild. He is using every.
He got the
muscle
gorilla grip on his neck.
Mhm.
Look at his thumb.
While he's
Look at his
handcuffed.
thumb.
What's crazy about it is like my man is on the ground handcuffed, and that's the only way.
That's crazy.
Let's be real. I understand what the dude in the comment made the other day. It's large, but it also reminded me of one of my favorite movies that I quote often, Troy. In the beginning of the movie, little kid comes over and says, "That Thessalonian, he's one of the largest men I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to go fight him. I would be scared." And Brad looked at him.
That was a good
And
enactment.
it was the original MFTK moment in history. It might have been the first MFTK moment in recorded history, even though it's fictional. But whatever. He looked at him and said, "That's why no one will ever remember your name." And then cut it and skated off. Just while he's going to kill somebody.
That kid had to sit and think about that.
That's what is going on right here. This guy, that guy, I get why the guy would be, because this is the only way you're going to get your hand. Because let's be for real. Most football players are thick-necked Negroes.
Yeah, facts.
So you're not finna just catch a thick-necked Negro in the wild. You got to have him in captivity, if you're going to do that. One, he ain't doing that shit to Calais. I can promise you that. them is petite hands. You ain't getting that around Calais' neck.
It's not like he's trying to get around the neck. It's like he's
It's just
trying to pinch the muscle
get right
in the
here.
back.
You get it right in there, and then where the atlas is at and shit, and you can turn them. But all that being said, I'm not you. I'm going to impose my dominance over you. And this is where this is the shit. I bet if we looked at his social media, it's full of, but not positivity. Man, I don't want to say this because I like some of these dudes. Who's the dude that got arrested overseas for allegedly sex trafficking? Andrew Tate, right?
I had no idea.
I was about to bring it in. There could have been a lot of people. It could be Diddy, it could be Russell Simmons, it could be anybody. But I like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said some righteous shit, right?
Some.
And he said some wild shit.
Yeah.
Not just wild shit that's probably wrong, very way wrong. But says if a man has too much sex or something like that, he's gay. I'm like, bro, that's the opposite of gay. He also says something like, would you take a transmission that looks like, just picture whatever fine woman you can think about?
No.
Or would you take a woman that looks like the ugliest person that you could think about?
Celibacy.
And I'm sitting here like, bro, he said he'll take the transmission.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's definitely not
bro,
going to
It's
happen.
crazy nowadays.
I don't care how you frame it. I had a friend that used to joke, he's dead now, but that, the 75% woman. 75, I don't want 75% woman. I want 100% woman. I want 100% woman or no.
Even if she ugly, I don't care.
I don't think you want to go into the wild to run into one. Just I don't want, again, any football player, black, white, any red, Polynesian sauce. I don't want to, these are unhinged beasts.
Caucasian.
Speaking of
gorilla
Calais,
is a new
here's
one.
a next picture we got of him in handcuffs.
Look, one, Calais is as a guy who has blocked Calais, has covered Calais.
You had to block Calais?
He played in Miami.
Oh, damn.
That's a large Negro.
Yeah.
So Calais, we did an interview, and Calais, what's up, guys? How you doing? And he shook my forearm. But look at where this man comes up to Calais. He's the mid back. If Calais stands in front of this person, you can't see him. I get it. But I also don't think you should work. This is not the job. Like, this is a job like being a guy who navigates the jungles, right? You gotta, or being in like special forces and stuff. You gotta be crazy, but you also gotta realize you're gonna probably see some wild shit. So you gotta be prepared for it. Like, you can't be scary and do this. In particular, you got guns, tasers, batons, and it's like 7 of y'all. Like, y'all have everything necessary in this battle. But anyways, I don't want to go into that too much. This is just a continuance. I just thought it was wild. Not that part. That shit's wild. But that this all started because a man eyeballed work. Like, dog, he is petite. I don't know if he's petite or these guys are big.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
But like, that's really what it comes down to. When you look at it like this, you look at that finger. That's a strong finger right there. And what's crazy is look at all the dudes who know that they could destroy this. This is the wild part. The restraint that's actually shown by men who actually impose their will on other men on Sundays for money. They're all in postures that are like, man, we're not trying to fuck you up right now. Now, imagine had they matched energy.
The roster would have been cut a little short. The Dolphins roster.
Yeah, it would have been definitely some other things going on. But what's the craziest part in all of this is that when Drew Rosen, again, it's not stating that this is racial or anything. It's just stating facts. And then when you look at all the facts, it looks really, really wild. And I want to tell you why it looks really, really wild. Tyreek was calling Drew Rosenhaus. You could hear him say, Drew, get here, get here, get here.
Yeah.
You see Janu, and he's telling him, call Drew, have Drew come here. Calais, Drew is getting Miami Dolphins security. When Drew Rosenhaus, a Caucasian or Jewish male, comes with the team security, more than likely another white male, everybody gets in line.
They know.
I'm just stating that's what happened. Because, James, we don't know. This is how we know what happens. They got released, and then they played in the game and commenced to beat the fucking Jaguars and fucking ruin my Sunday. Now, I don't root for black men to go to jail. But my Sunday would not have been as bad had you just taken them to jail. You would have erased 7 catches for 130 fucking yards. And I would not have had to see Jason Whitlock on my timeline. Jason Whitlock I'd be like, dog, bro, they are not going to like you more. And Jason Whitlock got some takes, boy. That's why I've been wanting to carve his fat ass up.
No.
He did have a comment, though. You ever seen something that was funny and you want to laugh, but you can't laugh because of who said it? And I'm not a hater, but like, I hate Jason. But like, it was great. It was like they had to help. Like, Tyreek ain't never pulled out of anything faster. And that was like the paraphrase. It was a really good joke, but like it came from Whitlock, so I can't laugh at that.
Yeah, it's not funny.
It's not funny, bitch. That it's like you sitting there holding it in. Like, man, what's going to? We got some more continuous stuff. Mr. Contender 05, man, I fucks with you. Get him. Can we get one of y'all give him a green and I'll shoot you $3.99 back or something? But it's real talk though. Dead serious though. JSO. Miles Lorenzo Garrett, be on the lookout for an angry 6'4", 272-pound Negro. Just need y'all to do that. This right here, red flags everywhere. I don't even know if she's cute. Click on her thing. We can find out she's cute.
Hey,
she got her titties popping.
She is
right
Zoe.
now.
She is Zoe.
She's
California Zoe.
So we know she eats cat.
She's tall and larger, which I have no problem with. I would.
Where
Yeah,
is
take it
this?
down.
Where
She
you see
tall.
this, Miles?
I can tell.
Oh,
I can tell.
Like Miles is like, give me like, I'm like, don't.
You can tell.
Doesn't say it right.
I mean, I can
So
tell.
I'm gonna tell you this. I love Big Ja videos. That makes me like California women even more. Because Big Ja got the prettiest big bitches that you'll ever see. Have you seen like the stuff? Y'all go follow Big Ja. I'm telling you, he's dope. But she got that thing going right now where we don't know what she has, but it looks like, you know, she got titties and shit.
She 180 plus 200.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Which is fine with me. I don't
Yeah, that's
care,
what
man.
I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm not like, my boys posted this picture and I told them that I don't want no woman that got, I said, that girl about as meaty as a wingtip. Mind you, went to Thanksgiving was, you saw my family goes and they fight for the wingtips.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
There's so much food there.
It's so much food, but they over, that's when you know you're just too much. Like, so before Thanksgiving, we fry wings. Aunt Mona fries wings as an appetizer for Thanksgiving. So it's a lot of fatness going on there. But they'll come over and they'll take your wings. I mean, she frying whole wings. And I'm like, man, you can have the goddamn wing tip. You ain't got to take it from me. But I said, that girl about as thick as wing tips, and I don't want no wing tips. But she, as a big girl, shows me that I know her. I know that thing snapping, and it's amazing.
Facts.
And we can tell by this picture. But not that one. We're gonna show. That's another chick.
Whoa.
We're gonna get into that.
That
But
wasn't mine.
Push it back. No, that was one of the things left up. No. But this is how we know she crazy.
Whoa.
This is how she makes peanut butter and jelly.
What the? You're sick.
Y'all ain't never done this before?
Like that?
No, I'm just
If
playing.
I-
I'm just playing.
If I have one, if it's poverty and I have one piece of bread and I just wanted some peanut butter and jelly, maybe.
Let me see. I'm trying to think.
She did this on purpose.
You know what this reminds me of? Have y'all ever had the peanut butter and jelly mix?
Yeah, I've had it. I don't like it.
Me either. Yeah, in the
It's like a
same jar.
It's like they have the. It's
It's
like,
bad.
No,
What's the expiration?
It's really bad. I'm not
no.
gonna lie.
I need this. I need peanut butter. Like I need actual peanut butter, and that's not enough peanut butter. By the way, that is like you can see the bread.
I guess it still equals the same amount at the end. It's just
No,
why this extra work?
this is too much. This means she has bodies.
Why do all
This is what this makes me. This picture makes me believe all of the shit that Trump said. And I know Haitians. Met a great Haitian called Cappy when I first got to Florida State. Won't get into that, but she was beautiful. I didn't know what the fuck Cappy was saying. I heard Cappy say something to her mom on the phone. I said, repeat all that shit to me, what you just said. That shit sounded so good. But like that right there, if Cappy does this might, I don't know. I never got that far in our relationship, but Cappy probably, if this is what Haitian women do, keep them away from me. That's scarier than them eating ducks and cats in Springfield, Ohio. Like, and look how perfect the line is in the first two. Like she literally, no. You know who does this though? I know a woman who does this, and I'm going to tell you this. It's another continuation. It's not that at first I was going to say women ain't shit, but this goes to the next continuation. I don't understand this man, but I understand. And that's Will Smith. That's Williford Smith. I know Jada Pinkett make her peanut butter and jelly sandwiches like this. But when Jada Pinkett doing things like that, Will, you ain't got to explain yourself no more, dog. I know for a fact.
Watching me
this
and
woman
talking about me, I'm working. I'm working hard. I'm taking
That's not
things
Jada
to
Pinkett.
the next level.
That's just a
While
short
you're
hair.
over there
Okay.
watching me and talking about me, I'm
But if
working.
I
I'm
know
working
Jada can do
hard. I'm taking things to the next level.
Yeah,
While you're over
pretty
there
wild. Like,
watching me
it's
and
like you can
talking
just
about
burn
me,
your
I'm
husband
working.
and take it
I'm
out.
working hard.
You just stuck there.
The next level.
Women do all this shit on social media to not do shit in real life. When you see them. It just is boring, basic.
That's wild. I gotta take this off. This is too much. We might have to cut this out.
That's not bad. I wish that, man. If that was Jada, though, I would understand why that motherfucker back shots go crazy. And when they got their hair short, like, no.
Oh, okay. Someone put Will Smith ain't leave.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's why I put that. Like, it's Never mind. It's just this is like maybe one day, big game after dark, we'll have adult It's too early in the day to have these kind of conversations, but
My
it's
word.
perfectly
Yeah.
like spaced. Like they could, she could have a job as like what are those things that men like the toys that men buy or whatever, where it's like the bottom of a woman.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what it looks like.
They could just make a mold.
They could just make a mold of her. Like she got a career in that. Like she don't need to have an OnlyFans. She could just do that and make money.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's art.
Very much so art.
Get her pregnant pose.
If a dude can get his leg like that, Luke, God.
She just has short hair, Luke.
I mean, what's your fun? Because short hair typically means big ass or an ass that has a circumference.
Fact.
Like, and I'm just like, you could just, again, like, so how the officer grab ties. Don't do that to her. Actually, you could. She probably like that. What you do is if you have but only do this if you have a size 10 or 9.5 or bigger hands. Not or 9.5 or bigger, whatever. If you don't have that, Alpha Clinic, we can get you there. Palm the back of her head and dribble that shit. I'm telling you, man, it's going to change your life. Like you just take her, boom, grab the back of it, and just boom, 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 in rhythm to the shots, and you'll have a boy. I promise you. Go to the next thing. Go to the next thing. One thing that shocks me is old white men. They never cease to amaze me. The old ball coach is what they call Steve Spurrier. Steve Spurrier is sick of this shit. I mean, sick of this shit. Do the shocker. Boy, listen, dog. If you don't East Atlanta her when she looked like that, like, listen to Future. If you can't listen to Future and do what Future says to do to people in them songs, have no manners with those sluts. I'm going to put a thumb in her. Let's talk about Steve in these AMRs. But this was a wild statement. I didn't expect this from him.
As a coach, a former.
Can you turn the headphone? It's the pink dial up there. The pink one, yeah.
Former coach myself. The coach in Winder, Georgia, Appalachia High School, got killed in that mass shooting.
Yes.
Aspinwall is his name. He's the D coordinator there. And, everybody says hearts and prayers go out. Why in the world in America are you eligible to walk into a gun store and buy an AR-15 rifle? They should have a sign. If you need a gun for mass school shootings, here's your AR-15. We'll give you a discount. Why don't they just put that sign up there? That's the only thing they're used for. You don't need them for self-defense. And yet we sit here and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. We're messed up in America to allow sick people to have these guns. And they ain't going to stop. They ain't going to stop until they get all these guns out of the way.
Oh.
You can carry a 6-shooter, protect yourself, which we're all for. But these AR-15s are for mass shootings in the schools. And we sit here and allow it to happen in America. Makes me sick. All right, I've said my piece.
Wow.
That man was tired.
Yeah, I expect something like that from like Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect that. Like from when I saw it, I was like, damn, yo, that's crazy. That being said, I like my I have 4.
Jesus.
I have 4, but he's got a point. One, but don't you fucking carry a 6-shooter if you want to, bitch. This ain't the Wild West.
Just get like a 9.
Yeah, like get you a 9, get you or Glock. We want more than 6 shots. Like that. This ain't Django. I count 6 shots. Like that ain't that. Like but like I mean,
I agree with him though.
I really don't have I'm in self-defense, right? If you invade my home, now if I know you come into my home, AR-15 all day. It's an offensive weapon. I'm going to set up. I'm gonna let the church sing. Let the chopper spray. But if like you break into my house, the first thing I'm pulling out is the pump
Right.
or my 9. I got 2 9s in my dresser drawer, and I got a pump. Her nickname is Justice. That sits right by my bed with a light. And the light is designed. That light, the last thing you're gonna hear is me singing This Little Light of Mine, and you standing up, you being in hell, with at a Mahalia Jackson concert singing. Like, because the light is going to blind you, and that's what it's for. I'm gonna keep the house dark. I'm gonna shine that bitch, and then you're gonna hear a click, a chick, and then boom.
I mean,
and the reason why I won't use my AR, and I'm just telling you, I had somebody on Twitter, and he still hasn't done anything. Show me, because it's not AR. You're not using the AR to hunt. It's gonna fuck up the meat. What are the other reasons why we would use the AR? I'll tell you why I have mine. Them shits is fun to shoot.
Yeah,
they facts. Are absolutely fun. You were there with me. I had a blast shooting them shits, man.
I used to have this argument with JJ all the time. I'm like, they're fun. That's why most people.
That's the only reason we have them. There's no functional reason. Like, I live in the safest fucking neighborhood in Jacksonville. Like, one, if you come to my house, my nosy ass neighbors are going to stop you before you even get there. They know every fucking thing that happens in there. No, Eric, because here's what I learned. If I shoot my AR, right, so my kids are living on the other side of the house. So if I come out of my door and you're breaking into it, I am shooting in the area of where all the people that I'm protecting are at. And that AR round is literally going to go through the fucking wall. And I am responsible for every bullet that I shoot. This isn't from me. I learned this from having a fucking gun sponsor. And what he said, and actually what they said, is like, we really don't make that much money on these things. If they asked us to stop shooting it, stop selling it, we'd stop selling it.
Right. And it doesn't even, if it ticks you off, it doesn't have to be a gun argument. Just
it's not a gun.
It's like about the kids.
It's about the kids. But here's the funny thing, though, and why he's mad. If you click on the next thing, people don't realize, like, Appalachia, they're not even really. These things happen so often that nobody's even talking about it anymore. Like,
yeah,
that. Because another one fucking happened. I think you click on is it
the next one?
Yeah. So Rex Chapman puts kids in Eastern Kentucky didn't go to school because a madman was on the loose with an AR-15 threatening to shoot people again.
I didn't even hear of this one.
Me.
That's what I'm saying. It's just,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I like guns. I have an AK. I have an AK. I have what's that shit called? I don't know. It's a 22 though. But it's got the bump stock and all the other cool shit. Like, I got the cool attachments and stuff like that. It's dope.
But what do we care about?
But what do I care about? Like, I'm not like I'm just being honest. And with the AR, right? I gotta hold it a certain way so that I don't get fucked up by the kickback. I just pull out the gun and just like the pump, just bam, like the pistol. And the one thing that my father taught me, who has actually been in a shootout. Oh,
bro. Dial them up.
My dad's actually been in a shootout. And if nothing else, I want y'all to hear his voicemail because it's crazy. He told me, like, you, the biggest thing is to be able to shoot and get out of the way. You don't need all of that stuff, dog. You're not in a war zone.
Right.
I just want him to tell, like, this is me being the son.
What's going on, son?
Hey, Dad, I got a question.
Go ahead,
because I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out how to ask you this. One day you got to sit and you have to tell me the actual story about what happened with the shootout.
Okay, we'll go through that whole thing.
Like, because I'm like, I want to know, like, what the hell happened? I know you told me the advice that Granddad gave you, which actually has been pretty damn good advice. Kind of kind of callous, but it was good advice though. But like, what happened?
Well, we'll sit down and talk. How about this weekend?
All right, cool. Because I want to know.
Because that covers a lot of detail. You got to get it from start to finish. What happened?
Right, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. It sounds like somebody like should make that. It sounds like a black fiction or black superhero type movie type shit.
No, that wouldn't really happen. No, it was scary for about 15, 20 minutes.
Well, no, I know that. I would hope that. I know you're crazy, but I would hope it was kind of scary. But I'm just saying the fact that you were in a shootout with Columbus Police Department and you're here to talk about it. That's pretty. We just saw a black guy get thrown on the ground for driving allegedly 15 miles over the speed limit. But like, that's kind of like, that's why I'm like, that's just a wild ass story that I just need to. I need to know.
Okay. All right. This coming Sunday, I'm free around about 3 o'clock. What time are you free?
I'll call you after the Jags game. I have to watch the Jags game, so I'll call you after that. Oh, we're playing your boys.
I like that suit you had on.
Which one? The one from that posted yesterday?
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice suit.
Yeah. My tailor does his thing. But you know we playing the Browns, right?
Who? The Jags?
Jags, yeah.
Yeah, but I stopped watching football when they asked us to boycott it.
Oh, okay.
But the Jags came a long way because they had that one fool from Ohio State. Was the coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, they had herbs. But yeah. But all right, Dad.
How's the Suns doing real quick?
They doing good. They doing good. They're gonna play they got a game on Saturday. But I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna let them talk to you on Sunday too. So they can tell you about the game in the football season. All right? All right. All right, bye.
Hey, I'm like, tell him he's on air.
Oh, he doesn't give a fuck.
That's all I wanted.
My dad doesn't give a damn. I'm not there to tell the whole shit. He's already no double jeopardy. He's already beat the charges. Like, again, so this is what I'm telling. Like, when I'm trying to tell y'all guys, my life is fucking insane, dog. Like, it's a bunch of shit that I don't talk about things that I don't know. And what I do know is if that man say I need a specific type of weapon, because he's not only shot people as a Marine, he's also shot people as a civilian. And he was a bounty hunter. Like, it's the craziest shit. Like, this motherfucker was really Ice Cube. He might be Ice Cube. Because Ice Cube had to move, but I think Ice Cube has been a Marine in movies, and Ice Cube has been a bounty hunter.
I could see that.
And this motherfucker was really was it all about the Benjamins when he was a bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Oh God, the woman that he's married to now, Carla, was literally the lady who worked for him with the bounty hunters. But anyways, man, long story short, that shit's funny. I didn't expect that from the old ball coach though. But going to the next thing. Yeah, it was real surprising stance right there. Shit's funny. I'm really going to I better not ever get no money. I am literally making that into a movie. That's what we just did right there. One of the stories, we talked about it a little bit, with college football. Oh no, never mind. We got to talk about this. I am with this. Y'all know me. I'm pro player all day.
This is hilarious.
I wouldn't be mad if FSU fans. I'm not telling y'all to get in DJU DMs and fuck with them and do all the other shit, but requesting that he give you a little bit of that NIL money to back up like the losses that you have for believing in them, I ain't mad at that at all. Auburn quarterback revealed that fans Venmo request him money to get their money back for lost bets, and they should. Them bitches lost to Cal.
That's hilarious.
I can't talk because I don't know if we'll beat Cal right now. I don't know who will beat. Yeah. I'm dreading I'm dreading doing this Memphis breakdown. I almost want to just go blind. Do y'all mind if I don't do I don't want to, because I don't want to say what we should do and what we shouldn't do for them to not do it. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm gonna go to Tallahassee, get my fucking award, and pray that we have a victory. Like, that doesn't fuck up my award day. And if we lose, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and y'all tweet him at CJ Wilson 850. If we lose to Memphis, it's at CJ Wilson A50's fault. Do you know why it's at CJ Wilson 850? Because while my dad is out here having shootouts and being a wholesome and being a red-blooded fucking American, his dad was out here playing for the Ops. CJ's dad played for Memphis.
Oh, okay.
He also played for the Buccaneers for some years. But like y'all blame CJ Wilson 850 if we lose to Memphis. It's fucking CJ's fault. Venmo CJ and say, I want my money back for bets. But don't do him too bad. CJ's like my little bro. But right now, Denard and CJ did beg for Mike Norvell. CJ was the first person who brought up Mike Norvell into my life.
Really?
I had no idea. I knew of Mike Norvell, but like CJ was like, that's who I wanted to coach. We had a whole coach group chat, coaches hot board. Yeah, Bob Stoops. We had Mike Norvell, PJ Fleck. I believe the coach at Cincinnati. A bunch of guys that they were talking about. But going to the next thing right now, the NCAA is about to have another lawsuit with Denard Robinson and a bunch of other guys that are talking about name, image, and likeness and basically how unfair or whatever. It's an antitrust lawsuit, which is the only thing that these guys fear. Is antitrust lawsuits because that makes you lose exemptions. But a new antitrust lawsuit has been filed against the NCAA and the Big Ten Network by former Michigan stars, including Denard Robinson and Braylon Edwards, alleging antitrust harm from the suppression and continued use of their NIL. They filed this in the Eastern District of Michigan. The NCAA and its named and unnamed co-conspirators have systematically and intentionally misappropriated the publicity rights of Denard Robinson, Michael Martin, Braylon Edwards, Sean Crable, and other class members by using their NIL for commercial purposes without their consent or compensation. The misappropriation has resulted in significant revenue for the NCAA and its partners while depriving the student athletes of rightful earnings. Such actions constitute clear antitrust injury as they deprive the marketplace of independent centers of decision-making and potential compensation. Basically, this is the whole thing that basically made us lose NCAA the video game. They're stating that you can no longer use my name, image, and likeness because I am no longer a part of Michigan. I am Denard Robinson. You have to negotiate with me to continue to use my name, image, and likeness because you don't get to use it in perpetuity.
Wow. Oh, yeah, it was fun while it lasted.
Well, no, the video game figured it out.
Okay, what's up?
They're not using, like if they use, like so all the players that they use that they have cards for, they probably reach the individual negotiation to be able to pay them for that.
Right.
That's the Big Ten could literally just go to guys and say, hey, across the board, we're going to pay you X amount. A way to save it, very simple, is everybody has a student advisory council, student athlete advisory council. So SAC. Go to them and say, hey, here's what we want to offer. $600 and let's just say, just using an arbitrary number, $600 annually to use your name, image, and likeness in perpetuity to every athlete. That perpetuity word is a motherfucker. A lot of people don't know. It sounds kind of fancy. It's $10 word. But if you see perpetuity in a contract and you good, like you don't sign it.
Yeah.
Like stay away from it.
It's forever.
Yeah, it's forever. That's what it means. But for me, like if somebody offered me $800 a month or whatever, like I'm like, cool, man. I don't give a fuck. I ain't using it. Like,
right.
But
right.
like if you're Denard Robinson and or if you're like one of the top players, I get why it might be worth a little bit more to you. But that's really where they're getting hit with because nobody gets to use your name forever. So the NCAA. One of the key talking points that happened between Monday and Tuesday that we didn't really get into, but we can get into it now, is the Super Bowl. And Parappa the Rapper, aka children's educational rap that went viral for beating the evil light-skinned empire.
This guy here
is getting a headline, the Super Bowl. and the Super Bowl happens to be in New Orleans, and everybody had a conniption fit. Everybody's like, "How dare he?" They're blaming the wrong person. And the people who stepped up and are the most vocal about this, you would think should be, because they're in his camp, right? That'd be Nicki Minaj, Drake, and if you only look at it on a surface level, Brian Baby, was it Evan? Not Evan. What's Birdman's name? Real name.
I have no idea.
I know it's Brian.
Williams.
Brian Baby Williams. I mean, they are livid. The only person we have not heard from, and it's probably because he's somewhere high, is Lil Wayne. Now they've got snippets of Lil Wayne in his previous performances. Apparently he's forgetting song lyrics.
Yeah, he just looked.
And
shriveled.
he really looks very gremlinish. He's always looked like a gremlin, but now he really looks like a gremlin.
Yeah.
Almost Crypt Keeper lady from Tales from the Crypt. Now, here's what happened. NFL Super Bowls are a performance. Can you pull up the list of the performance for the last 3 Super Bowls? Somebody brought up a really good point, and I'm with everybody initially, right? I think if it's in New Orleans, what better way to do it than what we saw last year or 2 years ago? Excuse me. We saw Dr. Dre in LA. No, my bad. Was it 3 years ago that Dre did it? Because Dre did the.
No, it was 2 years. Because
no, last year I was at the last 2. I didn't go to the one in LA.
Yeah, wait, yeah, because it was Dre and then Rihanna.
No, we had Usher last year in Vegas.
Yeah, so
we had Rihanna in Phoenix. It was 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then we had
3 Super Bowls ago. Excuse me.
Super Bowls.
So
I have the list up. If I can read
now, let's read the list.
Okay, so I'll go backwards. So last year it was Usher
in Vegas. Usher's from Atlanta,
but he got it because he had residency in Vegas.
Right. Mm-hmm. But there's been a Super Bowl in Atlanta since Usher's been famous.
Right.
And Usher didn't do it.
Right.
Okay, let's keep going.
And then Rihanna was a year before in Arizona.
Okay, Rihanna is from Barbados or some shit like that.
Yeah, she.
Okay, so
Asian.
cool, whatever.
And
I don't know any Arizona rappers.
And then the year before in SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Makes sense. First time, so we got it lined up. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got a Cali artist in Cali from that area. Okay, so I can see why maybe this is a trend.
And then the year before was in Tampa, and that's when they had The Weeknd perform.
I don't think he's from Tampa.
No, he's from Toronto.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
and that was a COVID year. That was a weird one, but okay. What was it before that?
And then the one before that was in Miami, Shakira. And
okay,
J-Lo.
so Pitbull, no Pitbull, no Trick Daddy,
no, just
no Uncle Luke.
No, they mostly had Hispanic artists there.
Makes sense. Okay, but Shakira, good hips don't lie chick right there. I'm not mad at it. Spanish people doing Spanish in North Cuba.
They had Bad Bunny and J Balvin too.
Bad Bunny's clearly not from Miami, but Bad Bunny's that dude.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool. What was about the year before that? We're gonna get a city where somebody performs at.
Yeah. So the year before that, in 2019, it was in Atlanta, and it was Maroon 5, and they brought out,
because nothing screams Atlanta more than Maroon 5. Like when I think of Atlanta, I think Maroon 5. So they didn't have Jermaine Dupri.
They had Travis Scott, Big Boy, and the Georgia State University marching band.
Okay, so they had Big Boy from Outkast.
Yeah.
So they had at least an Atlanta dude there.
Yeah.
But Maroon 5 was the headliner.
I think Travis Scott, where's he from?
Travis Scott's from Houston.
Yeah, he's from Houston.
Okay.
Which is Atlanta in Texas. Houston's New Atlanta. Okay, so let's try one more. Maybe they got it right. And then maybe just Jay-Z, like I know Jay-Z, this has got to be something to blame Jay-Z for.
And then the year before, that it was in US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And they had Justin Timberlake performing with the Tennessee Kids and then the University of Minnesota marching band.
Okay. So it couldn't get Prince as he was dead, and he's done it before, but like Justin Timberlake I don't know where Justin Timberlake's from.
Tennessee.
Okay. So he's not from Tennessee, is pretty far from Minnesota.
Yeah.
All right, maybe one more year. Back up one more. Give me one more.
And then 2017 Super Bowl, NRG Stadium, Houston. It was Lady Gaga. I don't know where she's from.
She's from New York.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
All right, well, damn, go back one more. Because Jay-Z took this over after the Kaepernick shit. So I think 2017 was his first one. But maybe what happened in 2016?
So
when all that shit happened.
2016, we got Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California, and then it was Coldplay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems that this has only happened one time, and Dr. Dre is an artist that spanned from the 80s all the way into the early 2020s, and Beyonce did 2013 Super Bowl.
She did 2013 and
in New Orleans.
That was in
and no Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne's career was basically actually would have probably been at the peak, because that's when all the Young Money stuff had really started up again. And Lil Wayne ain't really had a hit in quite some time. He's had some fire verses that he's dropped, but nothing really of note. So everybody blamed Jay-Z for this. I wonder how do they pick? Like, nobody asked, like, hey, let's go do our research. They just automatically blame this guy. So what happens is the league starts with popular performers who appeal to as many people as possible and goes from there. However, it's not the NFL that chooses who takes the stage. The league comes up with a short list, but the host cities pick the Super Bowl halftime performers.
Oh, wow. After all that.
And the host city this year for the Super Bowl is what city?
New Orleans.
Okay. New Orleans. They decided that they don't want Wheezy F Baby, but please save the baby. I'm reading again. The selection begins with a panel, which includes officials such as the NFL's director of entertainment, which is Jay-Z, I think, folks from the NFL's production company, and the halftime show director and producer. After a long, detailed process, the short list is handed over to the Super Bowl's host city for a final selection. So again, it's not Jay-Z does not pick who does the Super Bowl. RJ Young, man, I'm not finna do. RJ Young's that fruit by the foot motherfucker, ain't it? He been wishing that Florida State sucks for a while. I'm not. When Oklahoma wins something, I'll get him to talk about FSU. Can you?
Oh, okay.
Here's what's wild. You know where the mayor of New Orleans is from? Bompton.
Oh. LaToya Cantrell. Yep. From LA.
From LA. Can we start placing the blame in the proper places? Lil Duval puts up the realest shit. Jay-Z should have booked Taylor Swift for the Super Bowl to really piss y'all off. That would have been crazy. Mimi the blogger put again. So let's look at the people who are mad, right? Nicki Minaj calling Jay-Z hard ER, saying he's a house dude, saying all these different things.
Really?
Yeah, her tweet was crazy.
She's married to a pedophile, convicted pedophile.
Is a sex offender the same thing as a pedophile?
No.
I think he's a sex offender. It is. Oh, is he?
No, he likes young women.
Oh.
A pedophile is a sex offender.
Right.
But a sex offender isn't necessarily
Right.
a
Okay.
pedophile.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like Bill Cosby's a sex offender.
Yeah. But he don't
allegedly.
like.
But he don't mess with little girls. He gives older women the candy and in the Jello pudding.
Pudding pop. Yeah.
Damn, Master P was on the the selection committee.
But they were just going with Kendrick because he's just been hot.
Yeah,
he's
that's
been the
what I've
rapper
been
of the
saying.
year.
It's just
He has
been
the
the
best
hottest
song
person.
out.
The only thing I have an issue with, and my boy Big No put, I'm gonna be asleep probably from the. I'll be awake in the beginning, and I'm gonna fall asleep until they play that bogus ass song that they try to make me like by playing it a million times on the radio. And that's how everybody's gonna be.
That song's dope.
I like swimming pools. I like the recipe. I like Don't Kill My Vibe. I like a couple of other songs, but the songs I really like with them, Drake's in them, so he can't play them. So like, one of the things like when you hate somebody and you beefing, like, do you like not take the money from the songs that you guys used to be on anymore? I don't really know how that works.
No, they still. They keep that money for
But
sure. They gonna keep that money.
but yeah, that was
Yeah, I
But
didn't
the
know
other
the
part of
mayor
it is
was
people are
from-
like the New Orleans is gonna show up for Lil Wayne. I don't think people know how much.
Yeah, Super Bowl tickets
cost.
cost. Most of them people not going to be from New
I got
Orleans.
news for you.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is not a Super Bowl. Like, you want to win it, right? That's important. The Super Bowl is not a game. It is literally a write-off. It's one big business write-off that goes to a city. This is why cities really want these, because you write all it's all your end of the year spending goes to throwing these lavish parties and stuff so that you don't get taxed on it. And those cities get paid those things, especially the hefty deposits and all of the other stuff. So it's
definitely an experience.
Yeah, it's not like you. So it doesn't even matter, because this is why the black artist has to be massive. And I'm gonna be honest with you, nobody has more crossover appeal right now than Kendrick. As much as we all like Wayne, everybody's playing They Not Like Us, which is ironic. Because They Not Like Us is supposed to like be bashing Drake for pimping out black culture as a non-black, authentic black. But now you're about to do that because it ain't gonna be very many of us in that stadium that aren't on the field. Damn, not that one. See, once upon a time, I'm a people's enslaved.
So you know the song.
No, I'm saying because it's funny, because it's the way he raps. It really legitimately, if you have a child and your kid listens to the educational raps, that's what it sounds like. And that's what Kai listens to. My baby boy listens to them educational raps. And also it was just the irony of, what he's saying and what he's doing. It's what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule. You're not a real gangster. You keep singing in your songs for 50 Cent to make a career of being a gangster singing in songs while he's bashing him. Like, you got Wangsta and 21 Questions in the same album, which is hilarious. And then he keeps going, but even though one of my favorite ones is Have a Baby by Me. That's a hard flex. Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. But Birdman came on and said, on Miss Gladys, you gonna get the respect. Nobody is more tired than Miss Gladys right now in heaven, wherever she's at. Somebody put same Birdman who tried to use Young Thug to replace Lil Wayne.
That was real.
Same Birdman who robbed Wayne. Remember, Rick Ross made a song about that. Same Birdman who was holding up Lil Wayne's projects. Same Birdman who shot Lil Wayne's tour bus. This is the guy who's coming to defend and say, we're gonna get your respect back for you. Man, respect me while I'm alive, man. Give me my money. Everybody got a problem with Hove. But listen what Hove says when people really have a problem with it. And it's a bar. It should be like one of the first. It's a Jay-Z interview. He did this interview years ago. But it still rings true to this day. Where we at? It should be like, click on the first one for the Super Bowl. No, my bad, maybe it's the second one.
I think it's this one.
Yeah. And it's from 2009. Jay-Z said this, and it still rings true. And this is what we have to stop doing as successful people, because it's wild.
When you hear people's gripe against me, it's always about what I didn't do for them. They don't say I did anything to them. They said I didn't do something for them.
That's what we've been saying about him not coming on the show.
See, that type of thing.
No, but
so that's just what he says. It's never I did something to you. It's what I didn't do for you. And that's some whole shit. But the person who's not bitching about this at all at this point is Lil Wayne. And let's just talk about another thing, because it's not what he did for him. What's wild is Lil Wayne was $14 million in debt to the IRS. Drake didn't put up $14 million. Nicki Minaj didn't put up $14 million. Birdman didn't put up $15 million. You know who put up the money? The dude with the big ass lips. And Lil Wayne, and he didn't even promote it. You know how we found out he did that? Lil Wayne came on an interview and said, he doesn't want me to say it, but a lot of people don't know my brother Hove did this for me. If that man hated Lil Wayne and was jealous of Lil Wayne, he'd let his ass just go to jail. Again.
Mr. Carter.
I'm just saying, man, you know, again, what a lot of people say is, and what he's even said, he does a lot of things anonymously. But it's crazy that how, and what's wild is everybody use, again, Nicki's putting the black thing. But we can use Lil Wayne's own words against him. I'm not pro-black anything, I'm pro-me. Lil Wayne is on wax saying this.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, even though I don't judge him as much, neither do I judge Kodak for, again, vote for who you want to vote for. But if I'm Kodak Black, anything Trump does, I'm supporting. You know why? Trump got you pardoned. He paid for it, but still he didn't have to do it. So I get it. But it's just a lot of shit that people just, I think that was what everybody wanted to be angry about that day. And then they just decided without really looking into any of it at all. Besides the fact that Lil Wayne, it's a performance. It's not a concert. Have you ever seen Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys perform?
Yeah, he probably is not a good.
There's no dancing. There's no choreography. There's no, all these other people like Beyonce simulated that was formation.
A lot of rap artists don't have great performances. I mean,
it's literally they're going off of
one.
DMX. Now, if bro,
yeah, I know.
If he was alive, yo, he gotta. They should have been that. They should have gave him that.
What? Yeah.
What?
The football players will come out.
They're the halftime show.
Ironically, you know who gave the best? Like to hear Jay-Z talk about DMX's performance.
And
how going after him?
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, this man come out, he barking and shit, and then got all the dudes riled up. Then he takes off his shirt, and now he got all the ladies screaming." And then this motherfucker do a prayer. Now he got everybody crying. And he's like, I gotta come up after this.
That's
David brings up a good point. It's BS that not a single NOLA artist came in. But you know what this screams of? It screams of all of the Louisiana artists being mad at 50 Cent for doing a concert and putting stuff in Shreveport. He had Hurricane Chris come after him. Mm-hmm. I think he's had Boosie come after him. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is he's the worst person to come after because he's gonna use it. Because even with Dame Dash, he said this thing about Dame, but
about his teeth.
You know, yeah, that was wild. That his teeth came out while he was asking to do work. I'm curious though. I would love to see a second line, Miles, or like some other stuff like very cultural to it because New Orleans is a very cultural city.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
and they have special guests too. So
I'm curious how it's going to get all put together.
Yeah,
because everybody blamed Jay for not putting 50 Cent on the one in LA and not approving it. When again, we find out who approves this. It's the city of fucking New Orleans. That's who we should be mad at. The whole city is who we should be mad at. And that's where the bullshit comes from. Imagine the Super Bowl one day comes back to Jacksonville with all of the things that they're trying to do. Are we gonna be mad that little Duval isn't gonna be the opening act? I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit might be lit though.
I want him somewhere there. I don't know how.
Oh, he'll be on the sideline. He'll be like all over the place.
Give at least one performance.
If he does live in my best life,
yeah, that's it.
Nah, I don't want him to do that. That's too commercial. I want activities. It's new. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that dumb shit. Oh, by the way, I only had one person that said they want tickets. Anybody tickets to the Memphis game? Put in there, raise your hand. Tickets to the Memphis game. No, I was saying, David, you can't compare it, but like every city like has some kind of music scene. Miami would not put Pitbull, which they should because he's big enough, or Flow Rider, or Trick Daddy, or Rick Ross, or any of these motherfuckers. They're not doing it. But and if we can get,
I got Roger.
You got Rod. Hey, my lady. Nah, Eric, you got no IOUs. You got to go to that one. Each week we'll give away something, so you should be good. But all right, let's go to the next thing. That's the Super Bowl, but NFL teams, I think that's what we got coming up. We'll just touch base on this stuff. Steve Smith is one of my favorite commentators. If I ever got a battery behind me, that's who I would want to be like.
YouTube cannot. The channel will get demonetized.
Like, this man is crazy. He be saying some wild stuff, man. But we got some highlights that are gonna probably demonetize the show anyway.
Yeah, facts.
But just listening to what he has to say about Sierra's husband.
Oh,
because this is how one of my Sierra's husband again. I foolishly drafted him again. That's my fault. At this point, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I want to believe in him.
No way. All right, let's start it.
The Russell Wilson that we are holding on hope to, he went to the store, got cigarettes, and has not come back.
Oh, no.
Bottom line, he has not come back. And if you are going to believe that Russell Wilson is that guy, he's not.
I want to play this again because this is what black women hear. He like Future. Why you hating on him? Why you hating on Russ? We're not hating on Russ. He's a great person. Sierra's still fine no matter how many bodies she caught. He love her dirty draws. He's just not a good football player right now. And he's still fucking corny. But there's nothing wrong with being corny. Corny's not the worst thing in the world. Hell, Miles, your favorite comedians, Ali Sadiq, you know what he called his youngest son? Corny.
Yeah.
He says he's a cornball, and he loves that he's a cornball.
Facts.
He's so opposite the street, but he came along at a different time than his oldest son. He's like, so his son can be a cornball. But this is just, look at that face. That's a disgusted face. And then, but Steve, the cool thing is, you know where you stand with him. I don't know if I want to get demonetized. I don't feel like going through and clicking all that shit. So fuck all this other, NFL clips. Keon Coleman did something good. A lot of people did other things good. We'll go to what I really want to see this weekend. This is one clip that it will probably get us demonetized, but we got to play. It's time in Cleveland. It's not just Russell Wilson. Let's just not damn that Anthony Richardson shit was crazy. It's time for the nut ass freak bull to get sat down. And I believe, I don't believe, but I believe if this gets Jameis the starting job. So y'all know Deshaun Watson got a go to free Jameis. Deshaun Watson got another case against him.
Oh, that's what I didn't understand what was going on. Okay.
Yeah. So
it's a new one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The timing makes me not believe any of this shit. I also don't. I believe I listen to all women, but I believe all facts. I'm tired. Go get your bag, sweetheart. You can get both, right? But I am so tired of hearing about shit that we can't prove or disprove. This dates back to 2020, and it's a Jane Doe, and she's saying that this man sexually assaulted her in her house. And this comes up after he's stinking up the place. And the only way they can get out of this contract is if he loses another case. This case comes up. She talks about this. When Watson finally arrived at Doe's apartment, Doe had not finished putting on makeup. First red flag. Women, if we're supposed to go somewhere, have your ass ready by the time we need to be ready. Most of us don't need all that fucking makeup anyway, man. You're starting to, we don't know the difference between y'all and transmissions with as much makeup as you're wearing. Come as you are, especially if we're trying to get to the bottom line, which is the draws. We don't need all that shit. If you need that much shit that you need a filter in real life, baby, you dating out of your weight class. Go date you an ugly dude, and then you ain't got to worry about this. All that makeup, you ain't never ready your own fucking time. Damn. Anyways, so she invited Watson in to have a seat in her living room while she finished getting ready. You got a stranger that you invited into your house. It's had him sit in your living room. Already, this is how y'all die in these movies. As she was putting on the makeup in the bathroom, Doe left the bathroom door open and attempted a conversation with Watson, trying to ease the tension from his angry outburst. Motherfucker was mad you ain't ready. Jane Doe quickly began to believe she was talking to herself because Watson wasn't responding. Jane Doe came out of the bathroom to investigate the silence and shockingly found him butt-ass naked on her bed, laying face down on his stomach. While Jane Doe stood there in shock, Watson turned his head and aggressively, how do you aggressively insist that she massage him, gesturing to his buttocks? Asked if Watson meant he wanted her to massage his back, and he corrected her. No, I want my booty rubbed. Jane Doe was at the point in the encounter terrified. She was in a small apartment with a much larger man, and she was still reeling from Watson's outburst and aggression on the phone. Doe thus tried to appease Watson by rubbing his back rather than his buttocks. Watson began insisting again that she focus on his glutes. Frustrated that Doe would only rub his back, Watson turned over, revealing an erection. Watson continued to demand that Jane Doe massage him, gesturing from his knees to his groin. She froze in fear, unsure of how to refuse Watson's advances without jeopardizing her safety. Confused and scared, she reiterated to Watson that she wasn't a masseuse. Watson asked her what she wanted to do instead. Before she could answer, Watson grabbed her leg and positioned her so that she was laying down. Watson then partially derobed her and penetrated her without consent, implicit or explicit. She felt paralyzed, unsure if she should risk her safety by trying to stop him or endure the assault. Watson roughly assaulted her for a few minutes in the missionary before grabbing her and flipping her over, continued to assault her from behind, finally gathered the courage and strength to escape him. She quickly ran to her dresser to grab a heavy piece of decor for self-defense and yelled to get out of her apartment. Enraged, he stormed out of the apartment. That was one clip from it. There's a lot of holes.
I mean, if it's true, he's a rapist.
Without a doubt. And you know, and this
That's
is what
all I've been.
this is
waiting
what
to hear.
aggravates me.
Yeah,
If it's true, we need to get him off the streets.
that's it. That's it. Stop all this playing. How come it took so long for me to hear you just say? At least did you try? No. I don't want to blame the victim, but I'm reading all these convoluted lines, and I'm like, we can't ever get a straight story. And
It's always this flesh part. It's fleshed out. It's a lot of emotion and no nose.
Yeah, just like,
or
no.
How about this? I'm not ready. Can you sit in the car? I don't know you. Why am I inviting you into my house? This is not, again, if he did it, he did it. But I don't want a lawsuit. I want his ass under the jail.
Right. Why does it always have to feel like it's about money instead of justice?
Because money will make a bitch heal faster than Wolverine. Like, that's just the truth, dog. Because, like, let's say this is true. This man needs to be, I really need him arrested.
Right now, like now or
Like,
yesterday.
What's the first, who goes into a stranger's bed, butt-ass naked, and says, come rub my booty, baby?
And that's the thing I was wondering.
What she said, he aggressively insisted.
What does that even mean? Did he, like, point really hard?
Like, yeah, like, she's okay, I'll rub your back a little bit. No. I said my ass.
I'm sorry, I just don't do that.
Like, you know,
I'm sure
what happened in the comment? Because here's the crazy part. What we found out with the other ones is when they got the text messages, right? We found out that it was more than just him going out there doing some wild shit. A couple of them had him dead to rights. But some of them were like, they told people that he was a pleasure to massage, they massage him again. And what's scary is the way she talks about, like, when he flipped over, he had a knife, like he had a weapon there. Like his dick was just rock hard. Like Alpha Clinic pack hard rock. And I'm curious, like, is he on that Rob Kraft?
I mean, he's a freak.
I mean, a nut ass freak bull. But you know what? Fuck all this. But then I'm trying to figure out, does that affect this play? Because, like, we got a video here. If you click on this, because, like, it's just, I got questions. Like, because if I'm a Cleveland Brown, right, and I know I want to get out of the contract and nobody wants to pay all this money, right? But do you want to win worse or less? Because if rubbing on his booty makes him throw the ball better, this is what not rubbing on his booty is doing to the Cleveland Brown fan base. Which, if you're squeamish, we think DJU bad. Where exactly was he thrown? Well, like, that's not even a miscommunication.
He's throwing it to CD Lamb.
Yeah, exactly. Does he think he's on the Cowboys?
Perfect pass to CD.
Damn.
He still think he playing in Texas.
That's crazy.
Dang.
I get annoyed at the fake outrage because it's not real.
I'm just terrified for other women. He just out here forcing women to rub his ass.
Exactly.
Like, just forcing strangers to rub ass,
I don't do a lot of massages, but you do it. I would imagine that some people get their butt rubbed.
Yeah. Like, I get that's a massage. I am there for a purpose. We
especially
negotiate.
A professional athlete.
So when the massage happens, and this is why I was telling a lot of people, like, them women either ain't real massage therapists or they're lying. You negotiate the terms. Like, if they don't want you butt naked, you won't get butt naked.
That's how I figured it goes.
Yeah.
But, like, they'll tell you to get comfortable to your level. They'll put a towel over you. I got the one, damn, I can't think of her name right now. It comes over the house, but, like, she does a great job. I know her. I'm comfortable. I'm getting naked.
Yeah.
I have the towel over me now, sometimes. When she's massage, like, I was like, one time, all right, you too comfortable. It was in the way, right? So I was on my back. And when you're lying down on your back, you either go to the left or the right. For people who don't know anatomy, she moved that shit out the way because she had to get to my groin. And I'm like, hey. I can move it. Don't need to be aggressive with it down there. Don't like that.
That's
Gentle
exactly how
area.
they got Jane Doe, though.
Right. Jane Doe out here got this man. She's like, he got quiet and I got nervous. So I walked out there and he's face down, ass up in the bed.
That's just crazy.
Man, I'm calling the cops soon as there's a butt ass naked large
Right.
mammal in my room.
Walk straight back out.
So when one of the massage therapists said, or just like the dude Louis C.K., right? The one woman said she walked in the room, he was doing his thing. I'm not watching that. I open the door and I see somebody doing that. I'm closing the door and going the fuck on about my day. I ain't watching it unless I get entertained by that kind of shit.
Facts. It's hard. I don't want to be too harsh. I want to empathize with this person. If they were truly a victim, we do empathize with them. It's just that we live as Black men, just like what happened to Tyreek. We live in a world where real danger happens to us that we have to avoid. You are getting caught by like completely avoidable.
Yeah,
like,
this is what that does aggravate me. Like, bro, stop getting these massages, dog.
Right.
Get a man to massage you, bro.
Like, for example,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, had we not seen the video,
It could have been really bad.
well, yeah, but we would have probably believed the cop. Because one guy we're going to do, like, he's apparently, I guess, an abuser. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know he got a lot of kids.
You
but
beating
like-
up something for sure.
But, like, you would have been like, all right, Ty always into some shit.
Right.
When we saw the video, we're like, okay, well, damn, that's fucked up. But if that shit happens again, I'm not going to get mad no matter what the officer does. Ty, stop speeding in that area. The block is hot right now, Ty. Like, they're looking for you.
What was Tyreek Hill's middle name again?
Deshaun.
Okay.
No, Deshaun.
And we talking about Deshaun Watson.
We talking about nut ass freak bull.
I think that it's in the name.
It's in the name.
Bad luck in the Deshaun name.
Like, bro, like, you need to stop meeting women in secluded private areas. Because again, but my thing is how do you defend yourself in this situation? Maybe you did go there. Did she get a rape kit? Did she do this? But that comes to my point, Bert, is we need to see another nut ass freak bull and Jameis Winston, because we all like this nut ass freak bull. Jameis still gets blamed for something that he never even got charged with. It was so bad that the state prosecutor that loves nothing more than to charge Florida State football players for rape said, I ain't got enough evidence, dog. I'm not taking it. I can't win this case. He took my dog, Travis Johnson, all the way to trial for a bitch that was 6'2", 225 pounds, that bench pressed and cleaned more than I did at the time, who was a all ACC shot put thrower. And Travis had just had major shoulder surgery. And she said that he pinned her down with one arm. Man, that surgery, all you got to do is tap Travis on the shoulder. That motherfucker would have stopped, dropped, and rolled. But she tried to make it seem like she was done because now to her, not even defense, because again, women in logic, the only people who use less logic in an argument is our former president, like that bring up shit that don't have nothing to do with the argument. But Trap shouldn't have done this. Trap said he just wanted to know what it was like to have sex with a big girl. And I never got a chance to ask him, was it good? Because Serenity, I'll tell you her name was Serenity. Serenity was fine in the motherfucker. I wanted Serenity. Then I saw that and I'm like, I don't want Serenity. I can't have nobody like that around. It's terrifying. It's one of the scariest things as a Black man to be accused of rape. Because you're guilty. But Jameis needs to be the guy. They need to free my dog, Jameis. And if nothing else, for us to be able to get the greatest motivational speeches of all time. Because Jameis going to get you one. And he's playing the Jaguars this weekend. I need them to play Deshaun this weekend. And then play Jameis the weekend after that. Because I want Jameis to be successful, but I need the Jags to win. Can't go I got a tough game at Mandarin against Bradford. I'm pretty sure my Suns are going to win their homecoming. I don't know what the fuck to think about Florida State at this point in my life. And the Jazz, so Florida State and the Jazz have the ability to fuck my weekend up, so I don't want to fuck my weekend up. But all right, let's go to some quick college football stuff, and then we'll talk about these stuff, breeze over these things, and then get through it. But this is the thing that we all need. Thomas Hammock, the black coach that we all should be cheering. This is the guy who beat Notre Dame. And he puts up a good quote here about the man in the arena. I know it's not by Teddy Roosevelt, one of my favorite presidents, by the way. Racist, but favorite. Speak softly, carry a big stick guy. I feel like you should play Man in the Mirror when this song is playing, like by Michael Jackson. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So that is his place, shall never be with those cold, timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. This man put that bar up after he beat the Catholic Church in Notre Dame. I am a new favorite. He's my new favorite coach, man. I don't know if they're going to win. And what's funny is, if you listen to the Gator Bowl selection, who's our pick right now to come into the college football playoff? No other than Northern Illinois right now. Good guy.
Number 25.
But that's a fun victory, fun people to cheer for. I think under that I have PJ Fleck talking about him. Oh, no. Damn it. I should have put this in chronological order. PJ Fleck is talking about him somewhere on there. Nah. I already talked about Dober on Monday's show. Nope. Oh. Nah, this is funny though. In general, they got $1.4 million to beat Notre Dame at home. That's crazy. That's that check. That's that check walk. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't put it on there. But I'll say this: Did we show the Oklahoma State fullback play?
No, I don't.
So this is why Oklahoma State beat Arkansas. Arkansas was whipping that ass for a minute, but then they got focused. One, I think it was hilarious because their running back did play like somebody who actually had chlamydia. So I don't know if that was true or not. He scored the touchdowns when it made sense. But here's when I knew that Oklahoma State was going to win the game.
It's gonna make me come up by
but
myself.
that was serious organizations get the ball to the goddamn fullback. All right, let's check out the next thing. Jeremiah Smith showing why Jeremiah Smith is that motherfucker. He's just good. 6 quarters of college football, 11 catches, 211 yards receiving. He's really, really good. Don't need Dober. Like basically a lot of teams struggled. Let's go into finishing this up with a little. We got Prime talk?
Colorado.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Prime.
Sad days in Boulder. Sad days.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, losses. They should have lost to Nebraska last year. They just didn't have a quarterback that could throw the ball. I got the same one twice. But Travis Hunter's out, man. I feel bad for him, kinda, because part of me says that when kids when you decommit, I don't have ill feelings towards you, but at the same time, fuck you. Because the way you decommitted was kind of disrespectful.
I'm not just sitting there rooting you on.
Yeah, like I'm not rooting against you, but I'm not just like, hey, fuck it.
That was fun.
But here's what happened when I guess Dion either pulled him or something happened and just Travis is in there. It's ultimate. What's wild is from what people consider, here's why Dion is getting the scrutiny he's getting. Let them tell us Shadur is a top 10 pick and Travis Hunter is a top 10. And you're losing to Nebraska. Should not happen. But let's go to the next thing. This is disrespect that if you don't like it, don't actually we'll go before we go that. So the rumor is that Florida State fans can relate to this because they're mad that the Marching Chiefs are playing on third down. Allegedly, the rumor is Dion is forcing the Colorado fans to not play during touchdowns. They have to play Shadur's song, rap song. Yo, is it good? No. Dion's song is way better. Oh, must be the money.
Yeah,
way better. I'm in rolling with gators on my feet. Sometimes every day of the week. My hair is flat. Before everybody talking about Caleb Williams, Dion was like, my hair is flat. My fingernails too. He was getting his feet did. His fingers did in the early 90s. And then we be picking on these. Again, stop talking about these new kids like all the stuff that they do is fruity. Y'all was doing some fruity shit too. I wasn't. I was a kid. So, some of that shit is crazy. But apparently they did that. So what would you do if you were in Nebraska and everybody's flexing against you? I mean, shit. Maybe let's find out if the song is fire. Nebraska was victory. That was their victory celebration. What's the Shadur's song? Can you look up Shadur's press conference too? Yeah. The beat kind of fire.
Yeah, it's
like
generic.
Let me rephrase it. The beat is of the era.
Yeah,
it's of the era.
The whole thing is.
Yeah. But you got any? You got it. Let's put. Go ahead, put that up, Jen. So listen to what these guys have to say about a loss, and sometimes quarterbacks take accountability in losses like that. They get all the credit for the victories, but they also get a lot of the blame in losses. So, but it comes with the territory. What does he have to say about all of this?
There was of course, whenever you. I mean, how many times did Rowley get touched? How many times did Rowley get touched? There was of course, whenever you're able to run the ball consistently, and whenever you're able to, then that opens up the pass, But it's just like you got to understand what your team good at. So it's like, why would we keep running the ball if we out there and we get in a situation where it's a must get and we don't get it?
Are those kind of 4th and 1 conversions that haven't gone your guys' way in the last couple? Is that kind of play into everybody's mind? Is that kind of something on your mind?
Did anybody ever find out why he walked off the field?
No, I'd rather if we're gonna go down, I'd rather go down swinging.
Dion said he had to
honestly
get out, but
because I know I can throw the best punch.
That was Miles Cameron.
I mean, how many times did Raul
He
get
also
touched?
he also went on his
How many
podcast.
times did
show
Raul
where
get
he
touched?
explained the
There was
the
able,
press
like,
conference, if you want me
of
to
course, whenever you able to run the
grab to it.
ball consistently, whenever you able to.
Okay, you said he went on. You have that clip?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right, let's listen because I'm curious because I mean a lot of people were giving him shit for why he left.
Ooh, they got your boy. They got a screenshot of your boy Jason Whitlock tweeting about it.
So I got on my Twitter feed today. It's filled with clip of you that's saying that you didn't hold back different groups on our team that need to improve. From your perspective, how did you want that to be received?
I mean, I can understand, you know, and that's definitely my fault for even giving room for them to be able to play tricks and words. You know, I think they just took it and ran with it, whatever way they wanted to. You know, it would probably get them the most clicks or whatever. I remember saying it was a rookie mistake.
Pick six early on. How much do you think that impacted the rest of the game?
A lot. It was just, you know, a rookie mistake, honestly. I didn't say the rookie made a mistake, you know. I'm saying that's a rookie mistake. Like, that's childish. I should have never done that. But I'm not going to go, you know, on social media and go argue with them fans about that. Like, that's just what it is. So I have been thankful to, you know, have a platform to where I'm able to really express and say what was actually said rather than people just making up stories and just doing anything just to kind of divide the team. But I put that on myself also because it's like I gave them room to where I could understand when they took it like that. But that wasn't the intention though.
Well, that's fair. I don't like when people act like this is why I always tell people just shut the fuck up. Sometimes you can shut the fuck up. Like you don't have to say anything. Like this is like the thing with the Ty Hill. Like when people are like, oh, that's not what I say it. And that's where you get the actually that's what we should do is for Jacob. That's not what I say it. No, that's what you said. And if you said that's not what you meant, then that's fine. That's between you and the young man to sew that up. But you don't always have to have an opinion, and there's a way that you can always answer things diplomatically and rephrase things. So, but you know who's not diplomatic? And I want to ask. I gotta get him back on. Clinton, get Brandon on. So Miles will make this into a reel or Jaden, and then I'm going to get crushed. People are going to say you just hate Dion, and that's true. People are going to say this is the problem with black people. We don't defend ourselves or defend each other, which isn't true at all. They're going to call me a coon. They're going to call me all kinds of other shit, which is not true at all. I'm not Jason Whitlock. I am not a fan of Dion, but I do want Dion to have success at Colorado. I have never roasted Dion before in my life. I have been critical, but I have also purposely uploaded and talked about the positive things that I see Dion doing, even though people never catch those because they don't go viral. Mr. Go 30, though. Whew. I'm not even going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play this because this shit is fucking hilarious to me. And
just the look of it.
Like the characters that he does, but like the verse that he there's racist, there's bigotry, and then there's descriptors. I kind of agree with what he's saying here. Like my man Blake, who's white, says he doesn't want any pilgrims in his secondary. Hish, I can't talk to you on X. You come and ask me that same question on YouTube, I will give you my honest
Slide
answer.
to the YouTube.
You got to subscribe to the YouTube, Hish. I don't know why y'all keep doing this shit. And I think we only had one person, two people ask for tickets. So
no, we had six.
Six? Okay, well, we'll do it. We'll get ready to do that thing. But let's push play and listen to what Mr. Go 30 has to say about linemen. And I agree with them.
All right? All y'all Democratic linemen are ass. All right? If your linemen vote blue, your quarterback gonna see red. I know that now. All y'all Democratic linemen are ass. All right? If your linemen vote blue, your quarterback gonna see red. I know that now. All y'all Democratic linemen
I'm crying, bro. No. That's crazy.
Just barely getting over the desk. His stomach resting on the desk.
But what's funny is that shit that he's not even that old. But this is clearly 80s, 90s, and 2000, early 2000 coaching right here, man. That is some shit that they would say. Oh yeah, you motherfuckers like a liberal at the border. You let everybody in. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel more secure with rednecks on the offense a lot than I do with the blacks. Like you run the ball, D-line, yeah, give me some black. Unless you give me a good old who are the brothers that everybody says they're from Ohio State? Bosa, like, but not Nick is the one that everybody like.
On
It's
the 49ers?
Nick is the 49ers?
Let me look.
Yes, Nick is. Joey's the one that everybody cool with. Nick is the one that everybody calls the
Yeah. Nick is on the 49ers.
That shit hilarious, man. That shit was funny, dog. Play it again. I just need to laugh, dog. I need to laugh because again, I got to see this on O-line on Saturday.
The salty look on the face of the athlete.
All y'all Democratic linemen are ass. All right? If your linemen vote blue, your quarterback gonna see red. I know that now. All y'all Democratic linemen are ass.
Boy, I can't.
Hey, can we get that sound just for breakdowns? If I see an offensive lineman fuck up, we got to play that.
Yeah.
All y'all Democratic linemen are ass. If your lineman vote blue, your quarterback gonna see red. Oh man, I gotta get going, man. I gotta get my hair retwisted, but man, Deion can turn around this week. Oh, this is my guy Hish right here, hitting me up on text message and not on the goddamn YouTube. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start taxing y'all motherfuckers. You goddamn Miami fans, man. Taking liberties. I don't even know what Hish is. I just thought about something. I don't know if Hish is Hispanic or if Hish is one of them BAMs. But he cool though. He cool for Miami fan. I know he's not white. He could be. What is Vin Diesel? Because he got the bald head like Vin Diesel.
He's mixed.
Vin Diesel's mixed?
Yeah.
Okay.
His mom was like black. I'm pretty sure his mom.
He got that complexion that can like that rock complexion. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Beige.
man. We'll have everything going. Tomorrow I'll probably be doing a breakdown of Memphis, unfortunately. Got more Jags talk coming on Friday. We have Friday show. Let's do a rotation, see who's gonna get these tickets.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got them.
James, we gotta pray, dog. No, he says we gotta pray for FSU win.
Damn, yeah, I can't even. I feel like I can't play God is Great until we get a dub.
Yeah, nah, man, because God is definitely
He's ashamed.
He is smiting us right now. What did my man say? Smite me, almighty smiter. Jim Carrey said that in one. I think it was the Bruce Almighty. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we got the wheel right here.
Bert said he wanted tickets?
Yeah, he raised his hand in
Oh, well, all right. Well, Bert, you got 2 tickets. The game's at noon, man. Just letting you know.
Congratulations, Bert.
Congratulations, Bert. Outside of that, everybody else, appreciate y'all chopping up with me. I'm gonna try to stay dry and get my hair did. And see y'all Friday. Today's Wednesday.